Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Underground Podcast. I'm your host, Casey Jackson, and this is episode 2. This week, I'm sitting down talking with A Traitors Last Breath as they get ready to open up for Suicide Silence, November 16th. Make sure you get your tickets for that. It's going to be a great show. Also, we've got some new music reviews, and we got some more upcoming events. Thanks for tuning into the show. Let's go ahead and play that intro. Play the intro! The Underground Podcast is your link to Utah's local music community. In addition, I hope the podcast can be a recognized platform for local and other artists in the music industry. And I'll throw in music reviews, inform you of new music, and tell you about upcoming concerts and events for local and national acts. And I challenge you each week with the song and album of the week. And now, the Underground Podcast with Casey Jackson. All right. Yeah, like I said before, this is episode 2. Actually, I made a second episode. So I thought that I got a pretty good enough response from the first episode that, hell, it was fun enough. I'm going to do it again. So learned a couple things from the first one that we're going to change. We're going to try to just keep it to like one interview an episode. If I have multiple interviews from the same show, I'll just spread those out to the next week, and that way you guys can get all the features in every week. I want to keep the podcast short and sweet so you guys don't get too bored of hearing my stupid voice. Anyway, like I said at the beginning, I'm interviewing A Traitors Last Breath, and they're getting ready to open up a show for Suicide Silence. It's a JRC event. I love promoting those because what JRC events does is they bring national acts into town, and then the promoter likes to give local bands a chance to open up for them. So, any of those concerts, you're going to probably catch a local band if you head there early. It was fun hanging out with A Traitors Last Breath. They actually practice next door to us at Downtown Music, next door to my band, The Archives. Shameless self-promotion. A lot of the dudes I hadn't hung out with before. I know Ian and I know Sebastian, who's playing drums right now for them. But it was fun to hang out with these guys. I played Frisbee with them out in the parking lot and hung out and had a beer or two and just got to kind of know them and some of their influences and just sat and chit-chatted. So it's a good way to get to know these guys. We'll go ahead and play that interview later on in the show. First, we're going to do... the first segment for the show is going to be new music reviews. This is a list of new music coming out, just 5 songs that I've chosen. I give them a point system as to how they affected me and how much I liked them. Basically 1 point to 4 points. All of them are going to be pretty good in my opinion, just if they make my top 5, obviously. I'm usually not going to put a song on here that I really don't like. That's kind of pointless. Anyway. Right now, I don't have the rights to actually have the songs on my show. That'll probably come later, once things take off and we can actually play little clips of the songs for you. But I'm just going to tell you about them, so you can go onto your iTunes or your Apple Music or your Spotify, whatever you use, and download them and support these musicians. Yes, they're national acts, and yes, they get a lot of promotion, but it's cool stuff. So, and these are songs that I really liked, and some new stuff that maybe you haven't heard from this band or ever heard this band before. Check them out. Support music in general. That's also a goal for my podcast. So without further ado, new music reviews. This is just. If you want to hear what's coming out new that I think is awesome and that you should check out, here it is, new music reviews. The first song that I have is Beck's song. It's called No Distraction off his new album called Colors. This song was, it's almost like just Beck's back at it, making great music. Classic Beck groove as usual. It's easy listening type of alternative grunge type of stuff. It's just really cool style. I've always loved Beck's style. catchy choruses. I'm going to give these songs points out of 4 kind of system. And this song actually, for me, was a 3 out of 4 points. So definitely check that out. Again, that's No Distraction by Beck off of his new album, Colors. Next song is a band called Death from Above 1979. I had never heard this band before, so it's another cool thing about this feature is, listening to stuff that you never even heard this band before in your life. It's really good stuff. So the band, again, is called Death from Above 1979. The song is called Never Swim Alone. It's off their new album called Outrage Is Now. It's got some punchy new rock alternative sound. The guitars are a little, they're a little bit of that looped, repetitive style, which it's cool, but it's still, still rocking. As far as points go, I give this one a 2 out of 4. It's a pretty good song. I would definitely say, out of all the songs I listened to, it made my top 5, obviously, so enough to make an impact on me. Song number 3 is from a badass band that I've been listening to since high school called Converge. They got some new stuff. This song is called A Single Tear off their new album, The Dusk in Us. Like I said, I've been a long-time fan of Converge, and this stuff's got great thrashy guitar riffs right off the bat. The breakdowns hit hard, that old classic hardcore breakdown style. Not really much of the new Degent style thrown into it or anything like that. It's just real classic style hardcore, kind of like they've always been. It kind of does have an all over, like a little darker tone, but it's just a great song. Give it a 3.5 out of 4 points. So definitely go check that song out. That's A Single Tear by Converge off of their new album, The Dusk in Us. Song number 4 is by a band called The Deer Hunter. The Deer Hunter is a cool prog rock band, but this song is called The Right Wrong. It's awesome prog rock feel. I love the vocals. This is one of the best things about The Deer Hunter is their vocal styles. Some of their parts, just to give you an example, some of their songs, I put one on at work, and the guy that I work with was like, "What Disney movie are you watching?" So it's different because it's prog rock. It's going to be that way. But I definitely thought this song was awesome, worth a listen, and I give it 3 out of 4 points. Go ahead and check that out. That's The Right Wrong by The Deer Hunter. And then last but not least is this new song by August Burns Red. It's another band that I've been listening to for a long time. This song's called King of Sorrow. It's off their new album, Phantom Anthem. It's thrashy and hard-hitting, just like August Burns Red normally is. A little darker sounding. Normally they have kind of like a bluesy, southern type of, kind of all-over feel. This is more of a darker sound with this song. I really liked it. It caught me right from the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and give this song 3.5 out of 4 points. And that does it for the new music review.
See what's up, you ever see me smoke by choice. I'm serious, they're that good. I was just hanging out with Wes, and he just got back, and this is he bought a card on his layover in Iceland. Oh, dude.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's funny because we had the worst bowling day we've ever had today.
I haven't seen Wes. How's he doing? Pretty good.
I think it's pumped. Plan is not for me to crew for him in February.
All right, let's do this. You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's.
All right. I'm here with A Traitors Last Breath. How are you guys doing?
Killer. Fucking rad. Super good.
Tubular.
Seb says tubular. All right. Cool. Well, thanks for coming and being on the Underground podcast. This podcast is basically to get to know underground and local bands here in Salt Lake. I wanted to just, give you guys a platform to tell people about your band and what you guys are about and what you guys are doing and where to hit you up. So this is kind of your guys' opportunity for that. So I kind of just want to go around right now, let everybody give their name and like their position in the band real quick, and then like maybe some inspirations that you guys, what inspires you guys to make music? You know, what makes you guys tick? So I don't know where to start, but we'll start with the.
My name is Steve. I typically am the caboose in the band. Bring up the end of the train. I am the mouthpiece.
My name's Seb. I'm jamming with these guys right now, and our main influence right now is Dead Babies.
My name's Ian.
Guitarist, right?
Yes, I play the cock.
He plays that damn 8-string that's huge.
What's up? I'm CJ and play guitar.
I'm Chad. I play guitar. Probably main influences right now, anything that slams like a motherfucker. Like, I'm actually really stoked for this Suicide show because Slaughter to Prevail. Oh my God. Brutal.
It's going to be good. I'll be there too, so I'm very excited. Right on. And then this guy here.
Oh, Terry.
I'm Terry. I play bass. Backup caboose. Influence? I mean, I listen to a lot of Angel Maker, A Night in Texas, fucking Lamb of God. I mean, my metal horizon is like very wide. But like,
You're using your hands.
yeah, I don't know what to do.